two of the hottest topics in the online selling world. For those of us who sell physical product on Amazon and other platforms, two of the hottest topics are, one, will I get suspended? How can I avoid getting suspended? What if I lose my income getting suspended? Well, hey, guess what? There's insurance coming for that. We're going to talk a little bit about that on today's show. Yes, you can buy an insurance policy that kicks in if your account is ever suspended. Income replacement. How cool is that? And we're also going to talk about arguably the other hottest topic in online selling arenas these days, and that is private label selling. Unless you've got a friend who's sold tens of millions of dollars private label on Amazon, or unless you've done it yourself, you need this show, because odds are, I would estimate that about 80% of online sellers have the completely wrong perception about what's involved in succeeding with private label, especially on Amazon. We've got a new course coming out. It's going to be under $20, ridiculously inexpensive, at provenprivatelabel.com. You can go check it out. It is not a complicated process to find private label products that will succeed wildly on Amazon. And I'm going to get my partner, Brett, on the line in just a minute. We're going to talk through those two issues and have a good time. Hopefully you love this episode. Hey, if you like Silent Sales Machine Radio, please spread the word. Share it with your friends. I'm going to get Brett on the phone right now. We're going to talk through this. Hey, one last thing. The audio on today, a little iffy. Bear with us on that. We don't have a perfect way to record these Skype conversations, and we're both busy and moving place to place, so sometimes the audio isn't perfect. You'll hear a dog barking and that sort of thing. Hang in there. It's the content that counts, right? We promise we'll keep bringing you world-class content, even if there's a dog barking sometimes in the background, all right? Bear with us on that. Hey, enjoy today's episode, and don't forget, everything we talk about, you can go over to silentjim.com and check the show notes for this episode, and you'll see all the links and the resources there. Okay? Talk to you soon. Hey, this is Jim, and I've got Brett back with us again today. Welcome back to Silent Sales Machine Radio. We've got a couple really cool, exciting topics today. And hey, Brett, how you been, man?
I've been awesome, man. Excited to be back on.
Welcome back, and always good to have you. Two exciting topics. One, I need to fill you in on, dude, because we just got some really cool news. It's something that's been brewing for a while, and it has to do with insurance for Amazon sellers or online sellers of any kind, but specifically Amazon sellers, because everyone's talking about suspensions and what do I do if I get suspended for a month or two, or worst case scenario, several months. How do I replace my income? There's actually an insurance policy coming for that, dude. We're going to talk about that today. And I want to talk a little bit about how easy private label can be. Of all the private label sellers that I know, and I know a lot of them, you are probably the most successful one. At least you're right up at the top 2 or 3, no question. And it's just not a complicated business model. And we've got a very inexpensive course. I mean, Brett, we've seen courses come out for thousands of dollars that teach the private label concept. I know you and I and many in our community were scratching our heads going, what do you possibly get for thousands of dollars? It's not complicated. So we've got a very inexpensive course coming out that teaches everything we know. And those are the two topics today, man. So where do you want to start? I'll let you pick.
Well, first off, I love both the topics. It'll be really fun to talk through both. I think actually probably the coolest place to start is the insurance, because I know a lot of different sellers and a lot of people thinking about getting into online selling. They hear the fear mongering of suspensions and accounts closed and Amazon takes your money. I know for me, that would have been almost like a red flag, like, I don't want to get into that business. So I think it'd be cool to talk through the insurance side and see, I'm excited to hear from you some of the updates that are going on with it, because that's super valuable to me too.
Well, here's the scoop, man. There's an insurance agent, a friend of mine. She's actually been to a couple of our local meetups for online sellers, and really cool lady, Ashlyn, with a young family, just a sweet lady. We'll have her on the podcast and we'll go in depth on this. And in the show notes, if you go to silentjim.com, in the show notes, you'll have a link where you can sign up and get information about this. It's coming. If you're listening to this podcast within a few days of it coming out, it may not be available yet, but early 2017, it is an actual insurance policy that you can buy as an Amazon seller, that in the event of your account being suspended or closed permanently, if that were to happen. And I've learned some interesting statistics too, by the way, Brett. Don't let me forget about this, about what your odds of being suspended are and reinstatement and all of that. But basically, your loss of income is covered. It's through Lloyd's of London. that's who covers the insurance policy, which they do some crazy stuff over there with Lloyd's of London. And so it's very legit. It is actual insurance. And, I'm just so excited. We've already had way over 1,000 people sign up and say, yep, I'm interested. When this comes out, I got to know about it. So we've got a link in the show notes again at silentjim.com. Jump over there. We'll send you all the info we know when we know it. But this is a cool development. Do you have any questions about it or what?
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, I think a couple of things I want to just, highlight in that is, number one, here's what I love the most about it. Okay. This is more of like what I love about entrepreneurship. So there was this, sky is falling mentality with suspensions and accounts. And, and I get it. It's very scary as a business owner to think, man, if I don't even do something that that I know was wrong, or, maybe it was just an error on whoever's side, that my cash flow can close up and I got to figure out a way to, get it open again. The fact that in entrepreneurship, we think, hey, there's a problem and now we got to solve it. Right. And it's so cool that someone took that head on and said, hey, look, let's do what every other industry in the world has done. Right. And insure the business. And it's in every part of the business except for, hey, if your actual account gets suspended, it will cover you. I think that part of it is so cool because it very much legitimizes what we're doing. It's a great solution for sellers so that they don't have to stress out about those types of situations. And I just love the fact that, our community is the one driving that forward. Here's what it shows, Jim. It shows that you really care when people post that their account got suspended. I think that's really the message I take away from this, because you didn't have to seek that out. We didn't have to put that into, a possibility, right? But we really do want the very, very best for every person in the community. And this is a big solution to a problem that, was causing people to be a little hesitant or, maybe not as aggressive as they would like to be. And man, I love it. It is just such an easy plug in here, you're covered. And, I think it's going to cause just a shift in the Amazon seller marketplace of how they approach their business. It's awesome.
The confidence it's going to give them is beautiful. And I can't take a whole lot of credit here. I mean, we've got an incredible community who tells us what they need and we listen as best we can. But Ashlyn Hayden, I'll have her on the show at some point here, and as soon as possible. She's just getting swamped with inquiries right now. But I think it's going to free up a lot of people who are kind of sitting on the fence. And like you just said, you used a great word, it legitimizes this entire industry, because now, yes, we can insure our businesses just like everyone else can against, and in this case, it's against, what could arguably be total loss.
Right.
But if you can get yourself several months of replacement income, we all know that you can pivot and adjust. And that's been our message, even if there wasn't insurance, which there soon will be, which is so cool. But even if there wasn't, we've said for years, and I believe, and this is why we have multiple income streams, because if one stream dries up, you can pivot. You have relationships, you have partnerships, right? But now you can also buy insurance. I just think it's so cool. I think it's going to allow people to sleep better at night, to relax. I mean, I remember asking eBay, like 12, 15 years ago, we were beating eBay up saying, come on, you need some kind of tenure program. Those of us who've been doing this right for a while now, help us sleep at night. Help us, I don't want to wake up. The first thing I do every day when I wake up is go log into eBay and log into Amazon and see if I still have an account. Right. That's just not right. I mean, something needs to be done about that. Well, something has been done about it finally. And again, huge kudos. Our community there's a huge Facebook post about this. I mean, people are freaking out excited. We should put that in the show notes too, so people can come join that original announcement Facebook post where we started talking about it. And the link, I'll just give the link right now. If people want to go to provenamazoncourse.com/insure-me. Yeah, provenamazoncourse.com/insure-me. That was hard for me to say for some reason. Just insure me, all lowercase letters, insure me, like it's one word. And you can jump on. Ignore my dog in the background. Must be the mailman. But that is some cool stuff. So excited about this announcement. And do you have any questions for me? Is there anything I could help you out with that I could answer now, maybe?